What is up, everybody? My name's X24, and we're back at it again with the 24 Chambers podcast. Of course, we got my co host back at it again. If you guys will introduce yourselves.
This is Philski on
Yes,
the
sir.
X Grace, good friend,
This is
and we
James.
have
You all know me.
And today, guys, we are. Let me send a link out. If James will take it away, tell our viewers what we're doing today.
We are doing hard drugs. We are doing a podcast about basically the Summer Game Fest and all that Mortal Kombat shit that's going on. Because obviously we're getting a gameplay reveal, and we were also going to talk about Ed's recent tweets and how they could correlate to something we may see in the game,
Alrighty.
and other shit if we get to it later.
Of course. Um, we planned to do a Spider Verse podcast, but our third member, who's not here, or fourth member, who's not here to talk about today, is at work, so we might have to put it off. But me and Phil might touch on it a little bit. But as you guys should see on your screen, wait a minute. Okay. Let's show you on your screen now. It's Ed Boone's Twitter. Um, and he says on June 8th, we are going to premiere the first Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay trailer at Summer's Games Fest, which I'm very excited to see on Thursday, which we'll do. I'm thinking about streaming the whole thing, or try to get the whole gang together to stream and talk about it and do our live reactions. Either way, we're going to do a podcast that day. Um, so we've known this for some time now. It's been announced since early early after the review. Okay, May 23rd is when we first knew about the gameplay reveal. Then scroll up on Ed's Twitter. Nothing much, just some, classic, just retweets, reposting some fan art. Um Talking more about this statue that it's good, but I don't think it's worth $250, but that's just my opinion. More or less this. Next week will be fun. We can't wait to show you the first Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay reveal video. Lots of your questions will be answered. So, what do you guys think questions he's referring to? All right. All right. Really three. Yeah. Hopefully not. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Think I hopefully one of my questions is getting revealed is something story based. I'm not too worried about the gameplay. I'm hoping the gameplay is good because you got to think we're competing with two of the biggest fighting game franchises. So one of them's already out, Street Fighter Six. Their gameplay system is amazing. Completely flipping the genre on its head. We got Tekken 8 with the new Heat system, so I am pretty curious to see what MK is going to implement new, if anything, as big as the Heat system and the Drive system in Street Fighter Six. Um, One thing that I want to answer is probably just where's this taking place? At what point in time? Because even though you can kind of clearly see it's after the Great Kung Lao, but still want a confirmation of is this the same timeline from MK11 or is it different? That's just one of mine. I hope not. Hope not, bro. I think what right, right. Um. So. All right. Let's scroll up on Ed Boon's tweets. Gets more juicy. He's talking about the MKX Arena, the Cove. Don't think it'll come back, but if it did, I think that would be pretty cool to see some returning stages. Um. Good. He is. I thought he wasn't. I heard the leaks were saying like he's like tier 40. If he's tier 100, I mean that's fine. I don't. Have you seen the new skins for the season? I don't like them. That's alright. Let me get to that. Hmm. Those are the ones we know. Hmm. No. Which. Hmm. Yep. 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 But Fuji was actually in the story. Yep, sadly. Yep. Yep. Which is, I think the two they're hinting at is Tanya and Reika. Sadly, those are the two. I'm not gonna say I want the least, but I'll pass on Tanya and Reika. I really want to see Fujin and Kai back because they're heroes that we haven't really got to see all that much. Even though Fujin got a full on big role in the story expansion the last game. Um, I would love to see him back. We can already rule out it's not Jarek. I don't think no one's expecting Jarek to come show up. I'll say the most is a cameo character, but if they want to be very very ballsy, I'd say they potentially can bring him back for Kano and substitute him for Kano. Um, Other than that, I kind of don't. I don't see it. I don't see nothing else coming from him. Yep. Yeah. Yep. It's all but confirmed. I don't see it. We know how we feel about wrestling. Right. Nope. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. Serena. That's it. So. And we also got to know that they're. You also got to. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. My bad. I'm gonna let Phil finish, and I'll say what I got to say.
more points for this team.
I'm hoping that it's a balance. Like we get like a pretty decent sized roster. More than hopefully more in Street Fighter 6 because 18K, well, technically 19, but that's, you know, yeah. Um, good. I just want this roster size to be decent size at least. Um, we can do 12 trilogy, 8 dirty air, and 4 to 5 NRS, and then throw in a couple new characters if you like. I think that's fine. That's no, I'm just saying that would be great. That's what I want, but I know it's not probably gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I kind of hope it is because the way, like, if you go back and play MK11 with the tower assist, that which is basically what we're predicting it's gonna be. I hope it's more depth than that. Um, the combos you can do is actually really fun, and it might not, be as big as tag team, but I think it's the closest we might get to it. Just based off the fact, like, it could bring it more to gameplay and whatnot, and hopefully keep like a faster pace. I wouldn't mind if it's online, but eh, I think like what everybody's been saying, this is one of those things that's gonna make or break the game. It's either gonna help it in a great way or it's gonna kill it. Exactly. Right. Right. No. Oh yeah. No. He's, he's a token character. Just keep it a bean. Just keep it a bean. Yeah, I mean, they made his instead of his ending being like, "Oh, I want to go back and like make sure I don't lose my arms, and do it for my family." I want to eat nothing like that. I all of a sudden have the urge to stop slavery. Like, come, thank you. No, thank you. It's the same ones. That's the only four. No. Yep. And it does. It doesn't make it better to keep making the roster size small and small and small. He's got a point. It doesn't help any better that they're just making the roster size smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. You know, it just doesn't help. I wouldn't mind if they, copy and paste a couple characters from MK11 just to make the roster size a bit bigger so you can make new characters. Not specifically new characters, like, 3D era characters in a new form, characters we haven't seen since 2006, mind you. It's 2023, bro. I feel like there's plenty of characters that deserve roster spots. If you want to keep the Black Dragon going, okay, that's fine. But can we get another member? Revamp Jarek. So you got Cobra. Come on. Exactly. It won't. It doesn't matter. You can still go if you go to your local game store. You can find a copy of MK9 for $20, bro. I guarantee you can. It's not that much. It's not that much for a 360. And you can literally MKX goes on sale every blue moon, bro. You can easily just go back and play those games. I don't want to be like that type of person and be like, oh, you want this character? Just go play the old game because like we're asking for 3D era characters. But the thing is, these games came out on modern consoles. You can Phil, if you had an Xbox Series X, you can boot up your Series X and go play MK9 right now. Could you not? But if you Xbox One still, you could boot up MK9 and go play it, right? If I wanted to play Deception, say, I'd either have to have a PC to emulate, or I'd have to go spend $150 on a PS2, a almost 3 decade old system, just to play 2 games. They're not cheap, bro. You're spending almost $300 on a 2 decade old game just to play a character that I can't play today. That's exactly what they did. It wouldn't take that much work either. Just literally, you got two of the cyborgs. Okay, put them in. Just give them some moves. Fatal blow, fatals, done. You already have models. Probably have to make a couple skins, and that's it. You're done. It's not like you're building a whole new character. You're just giving us NPCs that we should have had, and then make one new character. A 3 character pack, bro. No, you straight. Yeah, when they just stopped after that movie skin pack just released out of nowhere, I knew it was over. No news, no nothing, no. Oh, stay tuned for more. Nothing. Just the probably the weakest gameplay trailer or reveal trailer I've ever seen in the game ever. Most it's lazy. It's not. It was thrown together. Also, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to see Lyndon Ashby, Christopher Lambert, Bridget, whatever her last name is. But mind you, they don't sound nothing like the movie characters at all. If you go listen, go go ahead. Oh yeah, go ahead. Lambert. Oh, I thought I always hear. Oh no, but I always heard people say it like Lambert, so I was like Christopher Lambert. So it's Lambert. Okay, my bad. I didn't know. Oh, that's fair. Let me also want to point out that Tekken 7, which came out in 2017, had 35 characters at launch, plus a free DLC character. If you could, I said Tekken 7 had 35 characters at launch, and if you get the day one edition, 36, you get a free DLC character. The game ended up with 50 characters, 6 years of support, stages, everything, new mode, new gameplay mechanics, and it was a complete game at launch too. I don't see why other fighting game companies can't make a game like Tekken 7. It's a shame, really. Exactly. 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 There's nothing wrong with it, bro. And yeah, that's what I don't have any issue with them, like dragging out support, but make it worthwhile, and it'll definitely be worthwhile if this gameplay is a mix of MK9 and MKX, and if the leaks what they're saying is true, they're bringing back fighting styles. That means every character gets a weapon and a unique fighting style, and all this and that. So that would be fun. That would be cool to see. Okay, let's talk about leaks. What you guys want to talk about? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that's probably the most credible one, honestly. What did it have? 28 characters, I believe. Um, and this could be more or less than what we get, because if we remember correctly, back when MK11 was coming out, and the roster leaked fully that they said Shinnok, Shang Tsung, and Melina were unlockable characters, but if you remember, Melina and Shang Tsung were both DLC, and Shinnok just ended up being NPC. So things, yeah. So we give or take, that is most likely it's the most concrete thing we have, semi, because the person that leaked that roster, same person that leaked the box art that we had for a little while, but can't talk about it, and a couple modes and whatnot. And when the trailer was going to be revealed, which would happen to be May the 18th, which is insane that he somehow put it right on the money that May 18th was going to be the day. Kind of crazy. So, it's kind of what we have to go off on, but at the same time, nothing is true. At the end of the day, a leak is just a leak. Um, um, yeah, which I don't know. At the end of the day, it still sounds a little iffy to me, at least, because you know, eh, where was all this stuff? Months ago. Where was this when we wasn't getting any information at all? When we was in, which not complaining, because game development takes time, so can't really complain too much about them, taking their time. But it would have been nice to have some of these concrete leaks months ago, or even last year, if or maybe I don't know. Maybe maybe WB has a strict security on their information, unlike Marvel Studios and Disney.
I doubt it.
I don't know. But gameplay reveal is on Thursday. We will be there, streaming, talking, reacting, all this and that. Um, oh, it's only been 30 minutes.
Oh, my bad. I had
good?
to do something.
You good? You good?
That's the only week I'm. Like, okay, take character off and just add rating. It's still 28
Still
or
28.
29. Oh,
Yeah, 29 with Shang Tsung, which is which is fine. It's 2 to 3 more than MK11. MK11 had 24 base roster. Don't let these people try to steer you wrong. Say it was 25. It was 24 because you have to pay $5.99 for Shao Kahn. And if you were just really, really eager to spend your money and not play the game, you could get Frost for $4.99. So really, 23 characters to launch.
such a shitty way. I do anything to get some more money out of you. Like motherfuckers really made Frost up. She's not a DLC character, but they need to say you a character you can unlock. That was fucking
That
crazy.
you can unlock by playing the game. I ain't gonna lie. If you actually spent money on that, I worry about your mental health and your
Yeah, that's kind
mental
of
well
crazy.
being.
Like you
'Cause
just had to play 4 chapters and you
you
could skip the cutscenes.
1 hour. No, 30 minutes skipping cutscenes. You can beat the story within 2 hours skipping cutscenes. And you could have got the character for free, but you wanted to play Frost that bad that you didn't want to play the game. You just wanted to spend money. I'm really concerned for you, whoever you are. If
Me, honestly, what would make you not want to play the story?
that's a great question.
Exactly. Like I feel like it's kind of weird just to get MK to play competitively. Like I understand it, but I feel like there's more to be had in the game.
But for them, it's just functions.
MK has never been a competitive fighting game for it. It's always been like its own little thing. Like at the end of the day, it's still a fighting game, but it never was like Tekken level or Smash levels where you just get it to play competitively. It was always one of those games like, oh, characters look cool. We have there's tons of content, this, that, blah, blah, blah. It's a competitive scene, but it's not like Tekken big where there's like $2 million cash prizes, Which
The replayability is literally just an online mode with content. Like
yeah,
that's all the replayability you need. So, but they don't play the game for that. They play the game because of functions. I hate to say like fighting games be like, nope, they're designing games for them, and that's just shitty. Like I guess because they play the game every day or play it in the long run, but they really don't give a fuck. They're the one those motherfuckers like, oh, we don't need a 50 character roster because it's gonna unbalance the game. Whatever the fuck that even means. Or
this nigga, I hate to throw shade.
this is stupid.
I hate to throw shade, but I think we was talking to Cobra yesterday, and I said, why can't if they just give us everybody's here roster? I think it would solve most of the problems. And this nigga said that there's too many characters to have and to everybody's gonna be lazy like or whatever this and that. It's not that hard to just reuse assets from your old games, bro. Like, I don't think people would have an issue with that if you could play all these characters again.
I feel like that'd be a good idea, but a bad idea. It'll shut everybody up, but what would they be able to sell in the future?
I guess characters. Make new characters. Tekken literally sells you old characters but new characters at the same time. Like Leroy Smith.
I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Go ahead.
MK11 was missing a new character. Because like Mortal Kombat 9 we got Scarlet, and Mortal Kombat X, even though Tremor already existed, we still got Tremor for the first time ever playable. And I feel like Mortal Kombat 11 never really got something like that. I enjoy when they introduce a new character. Yeah, for DLC.
You got a point.
Like everybody was speculating, but that was probably coming to pack too. Oh, this is gonna be controversial. How would y'all feel about Cole Turner being in the next game?
I'm fine with it.
Listen, I like Cole. I don't necessarily like. I'd take a bunch of characters before him. I like him as a character in the movies, but like putting him in the game, I'd take tons of characters as DLC before him.
I
Like
would too.
clean out the whole 3D era before him.
I'll take him
Besides
over.
maybe like Jarek.
Nah, I'll take him over a lot of 3D era characters, honestly, especially the ones that Twitter fanboys are crying about and just I don't know, do a
Is
quick
that
Google
the movie?
Yeah, I mean, the movie's fun. I mean, I got a review more clicking up right now. I have to rewatch the movie for the 6th time. Don't
That's
question,
another
don't
thing.
question me.
They have so much shit to pull skins from. Even though that's the most creative part is the skin. Basically just shit. Give us uncut movie skins. Give us classic skins.
So much you can
Give
do.
us give us skins from the old games. Like it wouldn't hurt them at all. Just give us like that. In my eyes, that's content. Like skins is content. Characters and skins is content for me. And arenas. That's all I want. Like,
Can we get more arenas? Can we start getting back more arenas in games? Because
I agree.
we've been very lacking in the DLC arena department. They usually just give like 2 to 3 free arenas, which is cool. You know, free content. Good for the guys that don't pay for stuff. But it would be nice. It would be nice if we could get some classic arenas back. And more stages at launch. I feel like there's a big lack of stages for some reason.
Well, I think it's safe to say that Pit's coming back. After it skipped 11 and considering its popularity, I feel like they're definitely going to bring it back.
I think the pit is one of those stages that needs to be in every MK game. There
Yeah.
needs to be some.
Like, it may not be my favorite, but like, it's there to be there.
It's a staple. It would be nice to get a couple classic stages back, like Liu Kang's Tomb, the Portal, even some NKX stages like the Radiant Sky Temple, the Cove, the Deadpool. Even though we just got it, that would be nice to see. Stages like that, the courtyard.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm cool. What if I got a little wish list for this game, but I got a topic that I might. This is I don't know how y'all can feel about this, but should I do my wishes or should I go to the next topic about MK1?
I have no issue with you doing a wish list, James.
Me neither.
Go ahead.
First
So-
James.
My wish list for this game would be to make Sub-Zero and Molina play good. I mean, that's not too much. That's not asking too much. They're both in the game. A decent amount of 3D characters and a decent amount of I would take Trilogy. I like Trilogy characters, but to a certain extent. Like, they don't constantly need to be in every game. Like, just make a bigger fucking roster. But what could make this game, could make or break this game, which I highly doubt they'll do, is what if they go back to 3D gameplay?
I highly doubt it, but if they did, I think the movement will be the best it's ever did. Obviously you'd have to copy a lot from Tekken, but I think gameplay wise, that would be super fun.
It would be creative.
It would be great. I love Tekken just based off the movement alone. I know the inputs can be, a little crazy to, get into, but once you understand the game, it's pretty easy. But the movement in that game is just so. It's no other fighting game can compare to Tekken's movement. I don't think.
Most likely.
So I really wouldn't mind if we went back to what you call it? Yeah.
I did it. I lost my damn thing. All right.
That was
What do you think, Phil?
my.
I mean, James.
I want it, but then again, I don't want it.
I could you repeat the topic? I've kind of blanked.
He was asking if how would you feel if 3D movement came back?
Come on, shut
I
up.
don't know, because like I liked the era of 3D movement. Like it's cool, but like I've grown used to this basic fighting game type style that Mortal Kombat has gone with, and I feel like they do it well.
Yeah.
Bar Mortal Kombat 11, but like I feel like, and this would take a long time to implement, so I doubt they'd ever do it. But I mean, like, if they had a normal fighting and 3D fighting, that would be cool with me.
I would love
I
that.
think for now, I'd rather stick to 2D fighting, but in the future, if we went back to 3D fighting, I'd be fine with it.
I was gonna say that too, James.
I couldn't agree better.
And I don't know. I feel like everything we asking for, we can get. Like we're not asking for. I don't. What's like with 3D fighting? Okay, the stages, cool. But I'm like, COD has separate modes. Like COD is like one of the biggest fucking games on your hard drive there is
Okay.
with GTA. So like we can get like everything, Cause like I don't know how I'm trying to explain it, but like of course it would take a lot of time. Like with I'm gonna say having both 2D and 3D gameplay is far fetched. Is it possible? Maybe I can't tell you, but I know it's possible to have. Excuse me. I know it's possible to have 50 characters, a story mode. Can't have conquest and story. What else? A lot of stages, like 20, 25 stages. 50 characters, 25 stages, story mode. I know people want other game modes, but let's be honest, y'all not gonna sit up there and play this shit all day, every day. So just leave that out. And basically that's it. That's all I want. 50 characters, a lot of stages, and good gameplay. Creative, flashy gameplay.
I
Before
love that.
people start saying, like, of course, NRS doesn't have Activision money, whatever the fuck that means.
Stupid
They
statements.
could do it. It's not. I mean, if Tekken and Street Fighter can do it, fucking NRS can do it.
I agree.
And I don't want to hear all that, but they use realistic faces and all that bullshit. Like, dude, fucking COD alone and lunch will be fucking bigger than by it would be bigger than MK1 at the end of its life cycle.
I don't like
That's
the
just me,
you
though.
can't. I don't like the idea like you can compare the games. They're two different genres. At the same time, there's still video game companies, and they still put out games and content. I feel like yeah, they can do all these things that we really want. They just choose to do the bare minimum and sell you what they want.
Exactly.
And there's no they can't do this. There's no possible way they can do this. It's too much. It's too big of an issue. They gotta program everybody. Okay, well, they've been doing it for
Balance, bro.
They've been doing it for what, 4 years? What have they been doing for 4 years? Just playing with themselves? Like, they gotta be cooking up something good, right?
People are like, oh, bro, it takes like 6 weeks to make a character.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, everybody will have an excuse of why they can't give us what we want. Just give us a bigger roster. Like, I don't give a fuck. Give us 10 fucking guest characters, but there's 50. And then you have 40 more combat characters.
It's fine.
Simple. Everybody wins at the end of the day.
So I think we need everybody's here roster, because there's always gonna be one person who's like, oh, my favorite character didn't get in the game, so it's just trash. It's this, it's that, it's that, blah 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 blah. If you just put everybody
How would
in,
y'all feel if it was like it started as a normal roster, but then it became a everyone is here roster by the end?
perfectly fine with that.
It's not gonna happen again. It's called MK1. So you know it's gonna get some predecessors. I mean, you know it's gonna get some sequels.
Well, yeah.
I don't know why they didn't call it. They should have called it something else. It didn't have to be MK12. It didn't have to be MK1 either.
I think
I'm used to saying MK1, but like the problem is once we get to the next game, what is that going to be called? Because if the next game is called MK2, I'm gonna have a problem with that.
I'm gonna have a big issue with that. I think that they should go back to the one title names, like Daily Alliance, Deception, blah blah blah. You know, that way, you're not confusing them with the OG games, but you're also, giving them their own definitive, addition. I understand it's a new era, but I think we need some.
Thank you.
Take it easy.
You too.
I think we just need some clarification. I think I'm saying it right. But yeah.
Well, I kind of gotta go.
Well,
Actually, hold on. Clover just mentioned something.
what do you say?
He said and responded to one of Bruce's tweets.
One of Mid's tweets. Mid.
Got smaller. Okay, we gotta refresh Ed Boon's Twitter. Woohoo.
Midget Boomster.
Edward Boonis. The Boondocks.
Right.
Let's see what he did. What did Bird see? Mortal Kombat, blah, blah. Coming soon. I don't know what Cobra's talking about.
Hold on. Oh, I found it.
Hey.
Brusk has a tweet. It says, I'm confident in saying Mortal Kombat 1 does not need newcomers when there's a gold mine of untapped potential with 3D era characters that haven't been seen in nearly 20 years. These characters should be treated as the new characters in Mortal Kombat 1. Enough time has passed, and it is Havoc, Reiko, Natara, and Li Mei. And Ed Boon responded with a gif of some guy hiding a smile. Hold on. Yeah, I'll send the tweet.
Okay.
I agree to an extent. Like, y'all are only seeing a couple characters, though.
And this is... Okay, here we go. Okay, bro. I disagree. There were some 3D era characters that were just pointless, basic, and not cool. I would not mind seeing newcomers. People have to understand the creators at the time had limited space and writer choices. And he put Suhao, Meat, Draman, Mocap, Darius, and Dairu. I am so tired of the Darius and Dairu disrespect. I'm so tired of the Darius, Dairu, and Drama disrespect, bro.
Mocap isn't a fucking character.
You need to stop that, bro.
I don't know. Mocap could be made into a character, but I don't want him.
But like, it's just the more people say fucking Mocap, you are a fucking retard. Whoa. His name is literally motion capture.
I mean, I think he could make. I think he could be a skin for Johnny, but as a character alone, I feel like he is not needed.
His name is literally motion capture. Where's their tweet at so I can go argue with the dumbass?
It's in general.
Drama is only warlord. Now I'm talking about what the dumbass saying that.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
Let me try to find it real quick.
This is stupid as hell. Like, y'all keep saying the same meat. Like he's just like, are y'all like slow? I almost said the R word.
I mean, you already said it, so it wouldn't really change much.
Yeah, it wouldn't change that much for you. But I see where Phil's coming from.
Hey, stop saying dumb shit.
Respectfully, James.
Who else?
Oh my god.
If that's the case, you have it. My y'all choose. What I'm trying to see what the problem with drama is. I'm not saying he's my favorite character, but like, what are y'all problem with? Like, you can do a lot.
I
Flash.
never understood it either. Like, he's an undead warlord with a super powerful ass mask.
Like you can be so creative with drama. You can do it with his club and you can do grounds. You can do the little what you call you what's that shit when you constantly twirl your arm around? Blast can be his projectile.
Yep.
Like he can have a command grab, anything. It's just
Go ahead.
if y'all people are hating on design. Literally, like you're hating on the design. Because honestly, all having designs and anything special. He's just a fucking. He's just a nigga with his fucking face tore off the bottom.
What blows me away is that they'll call 3D era characters boring, or like they'll say, oh, they take one look at Yujinko and Darius or Diver or Kai, and they'll be like, oh my god, these characters are so bland. But I guarantee if Mortal Kombat sells you a $5.99 skin pack of all the ninjas wearing the same suit that's just literally padding with colors on it, they go bonkers.
This might be a stretch, but I think that John Claude Van Damme with how you said his name Bloodsport. It could be a premier skin. What do we get premier skins? That way you can eliminate fucking Sue Hal.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
All right, hold on, bro. Bloodsport.
I'm perfectly okay with premier skins. There's nothing wrong with them. They were great in Injustice 2. And they gave us a bunch of characters that probably wouldn't make sense for DLC, like Black Lightning, Reverse Flash, Power Girl, but it was still able to implement them into the game. So I don't think it's a bad idea.
Roster Michigan will be dumb, by the way, because she can't control her powers. I don't see it. I'll give it.
But at the same time, premier skins don't exactly need to make sense, but they.
I don't know. Like premier skins, they've always just been they exist to me.
Yeah. Like you wouldn't see Reverse Flash doing the same moves that Flash does, but here we are.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I am actually gonna go now because I am bleeding.
Oh, Omar, are you okay?
Yes, I just have a bloody nose.
Okay. Will you return?
Common occurrence in my life.
I feel that. Will you return with us, James?
Hey, X, can we continue this later on?
Yeah, we can. It's cool.
All right. Yeah, just concludes it now, y'all. We'll be back in a few.
We'll be back later on, guys. That was episode 5 of the Enter 24 James podcast. I want to thank everybody that came out and watched. So thank you. We're going to end it here. I've been your host, X24, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.